it's Laura, also known as VSG Bubs. Thank you for clicking on my video. Today I just want to go over kind of my history with everything, like how I got here. And I'll bring you up to speed a little bit on where I'm at in my VSG process. If I keep looking down, it's because I have my notes here, so I'm sorry. So I'll start from the beginning. I've been overweight since childhood, pretty much. I don't think I ever really knew what it was like to be skinny. I remember going to a nutritionist when I was maybe like 7 or 8, and I remember from that, her telling me to drink lots of water, and that's probably about all I remember. I'm sure she told my parents something else, but yeah, I had got this special water bottle, and I was supposed to drink a certain amount a day, and obviously that didn't really help much, because here I am now. So I've been overweight since then. In my early 20s is when I probably got, really out of control. And because I was drinking a lot, I was eating fast food like twice a day. I just didn't even care. I was just, destroying my life pretty much. Back then, I was even considering weight loss surgery. I was considering getting the lap band. And thank goodness I didn't, for many reasons, mostly because I know I was not prepared for it, like mentally or emotionally. I would have just, I probably would have failed really bad at that, and not to mention, the lap band surgery has its own kind of issues. So I want to say about 4 to 5 years ago, I started getting really active. I started running a lot and going to the gym, but I wasn't really paying much attention to my diet. Even then, I still lost about 50 pounds. And 4 years ago, I had to have emergency surgery to get my gallbladder out because I had gallstones. They were just running amok in there. And after that, I don't know, something changed. I wasn't able to lose weight anymore, and I slowly gained back about, I want to say, 35 to 40 of those pounds that I lost over the years, and I had the hardest time getting them off. I was still so active. In that time, I had run all kinds of races, 5K, 10K. I even did my first half marathon, and I was still struggling to lose the weight. If I was able to lose, it was maybe 1 to 2 pounds, which I would eventually then gain back. Yeah, it was a real struggle. And so finally, last year, around June, I had decided that I wanted to get the surgery, and I had talked with my boyfriend about it, and he asked me not to. So I didn't. And finally, in November, I had enough. I was like, I'm going to do this for me. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. I have to do this for my health. And so then I talked to my doctor again, and I actually scheduled an appointment for the orientation. My orientation was November 17th. And I brought my boyfriend along so that he could actually see, that this is just not, he had all those misconceptions like everyone does. It's the easy way out, it's dangerous, it's going to be harmful, I could die, which, I could still die, things happen. But it's really rare. It's very rare. So I brought him with me to have him kind of, figure out what this is all like, and, figure out that they're the people at the Kaiser Hospital are there to, make sure that I survive, make sure that I'm successful. It's not just, they're going to cut me open and send me on my way. So yeah, that orientation was really, really helpful in that it helped him see that this process is not what he thought it was. Sorry, you see my cat's tail right there. They're getting kind of curious as to what I'm doing here. Where was I? So yeah, it helped him see, that the surgery is not all that bad, and that it could actually really, really help me out. So he was on board after that, and at that orientation, they kind of just went over everything to expect. We got our binders, our pre-op diet, which is not a liquid diet. not like everyone else goes through for the 2 weeks before surgery. It's a pre-op diet from orientation to surgery day. So I'll go over that more in another video, so I can go over it more in depth. But we got our pre-op diet, weigh in, and that was my starting weight was at, let me see, what was it? 249.9 pounds. So that was a shock to me. I didn't know my weight had gotten up that high. So that was a little bit more motivation to do this and to try and be successful at this. At the end of that orientation, we had gotten appointments with, half the group got an appointment with their surgeon and half got an appointment with the psychologist. I got an appointment with my surgeon for 2 weeks later on December 1st, and I was nervous as all hell. I was shaking before that appointment. I was sweating, and by the time I got in there, it was all fine. You know, it was just the unknown. But my weight for that appointment was at 234.8. So I had lost 15.1 pounds in 2 weeks, and I couldn't believe it. I thought, you know, there was something wrong with my scale. I thought, you know, oh, it's probably just water weight. It'll all stop, you know, slow down, and I'll plateau in a couple days. And but it actually stayed off, and I have lost a few more, well, about 14 more pounds since then. So this pre-op diet was really helpful for me, and it's still continuing to be helpful. There's another cat, she's going crazy. But yeah, I think that may have been my problem, is that I wasn't focusing more on diet. I was focusing more on exercise, and like my case manager says, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So that is definitely true. But yeah, I met with my surgeon. He kind of went over both surgeries, and then I told him that I wanted the VSG, and he said I was a perfect candidate for both surgeries, whichever one I chose. What else? I had met my goal weight. My goal weight for him was 15 pounds. So he said, you met your goal weight. All you need to do now is really finish up the rest of your appointments, go see the psychologist, your case manager, and then everything will just happen smooth sailing after that. It didn't, but I'll go over that in another video. So yeah, after, let me change my notes here. After all that, let's see, I had gotten my appointment with my psychologist, which I'm going to go over in the next video because that's a long one, because there were some issues after that appointment. It's not really bad, but it's kind of, it made this process a lot longer. So, yeah, I'll go over that next time, but this process has been really good for me. I know it sucks having to wait and wait and wait, but it has helped me, you know, realize that I emotionally eat and I stress eat like nobody's business, but it's been really helpful. I mean, I've been able to lose a lot of weight pre-op, and that's good for me. I'm just hoping that I can still lose weight after surgery, because, you know, the smaller you are, the harder it is to lose the weight. But well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Anyway, I think that's probably about it for this video. I don't want to go into too much because I want to kind of space them out. So I'm not giving you like 30-minute videos every week. But yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. All right, bye.